Oh boy, good grief. It's Tuesday the 14th. That's the real date. The time escapes me. I'm doing just fine. It was a rough day. Freestyle gonna be brief. Let's get that out the way and get right into the proceedings this evening. I know it's freestyle fresh, but I'm not feeling so fresh. The day was a mess. Ain't nothing go to plan. I'm usually known for my timing. Yeah. I couldn't tell you the last time, well, today, first time in a long time that I didn't hear nobody say, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe your timing, the way you reached out to me or I reached out to you, and the chain of the events. I don't have to tell y'all. Shout out to J Business. I've been playing these random YouTube beats, and I got J Business beats on deck. Tripping. Appreciate this beat all the way. Love that beat. It's called Arvee. Highly recommend his services. And you know me. Always shout out to the beat makers. Gotta take a breath. Yeah, today was rough. I did not enjoy today. And normally, a Tuesday, where it's just I'm basically single dad, right? Like I get to hang out with my kids. It's like my favorite day. Typically. And it's crazy how one small little thing, one small little event can set off a chain of events, dominoes fall, and everything falls apart. I mean, it's such a delicate balance. And me, I'm not one to be good at making a schedule. I like to freestyle my time as well as my content, my lyrics. Oh boy. So yeah. Basically, long story short, first, my daughter's first nap of the day was way too short. Some might say too early. And then a chain of events happened to where she had a second nap, which as of late has not been a thing. And that threw off the whole bedtime, nighttime, dinner, bath, bed timing. So it was less than enjoyable. And we also missed jujitsu class. That's on me. It was on him, but it's on me. Anyway. Where's my list? Where is my list? Oh, I know. I apologized last time. It was too early. I busted out the sponsor too early. I'm sorry. So, to show my appreciation for your patience, my gift to you, Canatonic.co. Use code FRESH2020 for 10% off. Cheat code. Don't tell them I told you this. Don't tell them. You can also use the free shipping code. You can use 2 codes at once. Don't tell them I said that, though. Don't tell them I said that. That's between you and me. This is not a sponsor. I just really like ginger beer. Where is my list? I actually already covered everything. That's pretty funny. I wanted it to be short, though. I really did. I'll show you the Canatonic. Once again, that one's for the creatures, and this one is for the peoples. You know what? Now I'm gonna have to. I know this is gonna be controversial, and I may lose some guests, some viewers. I understand. It's a safe space, though, right? I'm telling you private, personal stuff. Anyway, as you may or may not know, in general, I'm stereotyping, I'm generalizing. Black and brown people have a different relationship with domesticated pets than Caucasian people do. This has been my experience, my observation. I would say that a Caucasian family with a pet, let's say a dog, are more likely to consider that dog a member of the family, right? And they, what is it called? Anthropomorphize, what is it called when you treat them like a human? Forget that word. That's a zero, by the way, not an O. Morgan Freeland's. Yeah, black people don't really do that. We typically have outside dogs. I've always been allergic to pet dander, specifically cat dander. Long-haired dogs, if they're dirty or have a lot of dander, that sets me off like. But my point is, I think that's weird. I really do. I feel like it's valid to have a dog, like service dogs for sure, and people that are like, widowed, secluded, lonely, and have a dog as their best friend. Love it, totally support it. And I feel, on a deep spiritual level, that all, I was going to say living, then I was going to say conscious. I don't know what's the right one. Beings deserve to be treated with dignity, like to have dignity, right? And to enjoy the resources and comforts, pleasures available to them, right? They should have an enjoyable existence as often as possible, right? And so, if you adopt a pet, you should follow through with that, I feel. But there's a natural hierarchy. I feel that humans are above animals to some degree, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. If you've got, like, a new work associate visiting, right? And then your best friend from high school or best friend from growing up or a family member shows up, like, the other person immediately gets a backseat. You dig? Immediately. It's just a natural hierarchy of who is important in your life. So I feel like, when they say, are you responsible enough to be a parent? Well, can you keep a plant alive? Check. Can you keep a pet alive? Check. Well, then you can probably keep a human alive. A plus B equals C. Whatever. I feel like you graduate, past pets to humans, then the pet immediately takes a back seat, naturally. Right? That's how I feel. That being said, this has been my bestseller for Q4 as far as CBD products, for sure. People love their pets. 4th of July, New Year's. People have old, aging dogs. They love it. I use it too for my dogs. And I'm not saying that I don't, want them to have the best life possible, but I feel like you're right to not ignore the dog once you have kids, but it's like, hey, I would have been more than happy to give away my dogs. Kids came in the picture. I know that sounds terrible. You're not supposed to say that. I'm just keeping it real. I tried being, what was that, vegan, vegetarian? What did I try? I still had cheese, that 30 days of vegetarianism. No meat. Was terrible at it. Didn't know the proper, nutrient substitute balance. I know none of that. So I was just, and it was, matter of fact, now that I think about it, it was inspired by a documentary that I saw. Was it Forks Over Knives? Something about factory farming. And there was another one that I had watched. And, I was like, well, try it. Might as well, I think it's good to do some type of cleanse at least every quarter. So to try a month of a new diet, like I recently did, no dairy, no beer, and no smoking, right? No combustion of any kind. People vape in essential oils, right? You could mist, steam, but as far as smoke, anything that's lit on fire. So the 30 days, I gave those up, like Lent. So I can appreciate that. But yeah, that's definitely what brought that on. And so I thought maybe I was entertaining, maybe it would help doing my part, my carbon footprint, and also those animals probably did not receive the dignity that they deserved for the benefit of my meal. Like, that doesn't feel good, right? So if there is a reasonable substitute, why not entertain that? And didn't go well. Did I make my connection that I was trying to make? My dog's pissed me off today. And that's why you're hearing this. Yes. The little boy dog. He's basically a teenager. Hard-headed. Smart. Hard-headed. Don't listen. No respect. No regard. Dog years is an interesting concept. Because if you looked at them just with human years, right? By the time my son is 3, he's helping look after his little sister. He's reasoning. He's, interacting, engaging. He's fully part of the tribe, right? By 3, the dog is still like, oh, somebody's home. I smell something. Oh, I hear something. I smell something. Here's something. Gotta poop. Gotta eat. Really? Kind of a large rodent, but empty vessel. I don't get how they have souls. Don't get that. Do all dogs go to heaven? That was a movie, right? Oh, that was probably when I realized it, matter of fact. In like junior high school, when I saw how they were treating their pets and like letting them get up on the bed and kiss them in the mouth and do all these, very intimate things with their dogs. And I was like, that's weird. That's weird. But yeah, if you think your dog has a soul, then I guess that does make sense that you would provide that type of treatment and form that type of connection. It was not uncommon to see people that look like me and darker have their dog, tied to a tree in the backyard. Not necessarily as punishment, but just like, this is your area. You got food and water. And I expect you to bark if there is an intruder. We're going to play with you when we want to play with you. Like you're a toy. You're a slave. Interesting. Thoughts? I took a hard left turn. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be back tomorrow, right? Taking Sundays off. Today's what? Episode 7. It's Tuesday the 14th. So let me keep it brief. Oh, I'm supposed to freestyle at the end. Freestyle fresh. Daily vlog. Daily VlogCast? Is that a thing? Did I just make up a word? Daily VlogCast? Yeah. It's a half vlog, half podcast. I'm trying to get a little content and get my thoughts and self-therapy off at the same time. A little Joe Rogan and a little Joe Button and a little fun. Fresh 2020 if you want, get 10% off plus free shipping because I gave you that tip earlier. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Hey, Freestyle Fresh, appreciate y'all rocking with me. We'll be back tomorrow for another vlog. Peace. Shout out to all the creators in